Hello, I am Dr. Bohannon-Stewart. Um, I am here. I'm not going to make any jokes today. I'm not going to be saying anything that is hitting because this is such an important subject. I'm going to tell a personal story that I don't think I've ever told publicly before. Um, I grew up in Oklahoma in part of my life anyway, and there was I was molested and raped for years, even longer than I can remember. I wasn't 12, wasn't 13. I think I was somewhere around the age of 3, maybe 4, to around 9 or 10 when I got old enough to run. The thing about something like that, it really kind of screws you up psychologically. And I'm not asking for any pity. I'm fine now. A man by the name of Kenny Castro, who lived in Ada, Oklahoma, and was mentally challenged, and grew up in a family who had a father named James Castro, who had molested his own biological daughters. He was found out, tried, put in prison, and he died in prison. Now, I was a pretty weird kid growing up. I wouldn't say I had a bad life, but I had a weird life. It wasn't normal as it should have been. And we're kind of going through this place in our country where, whatever we say or we do to our kids is going to affect. I'm a doctor now, and I get that. Excuse me. And when we vote or we choose our leaders, and I know that I'm bringing it back to a political stance, and you vote for somebody who is a known sex offender, you're telling the world it's okay. It's okay if you do that. And talking about the Epstein files, I'm not any kind of political leader. I'm a teacher and a professor. When you put somebody up there that high that kids are supposed to look up to, and maybe some of you didn't believe it, but this stuff has been out for decades. These girls spoke up decades ago. And I think what really hurts the most, the people that should have protected me did not protect me. And in psychologically. It made me an abuser. Something I'm not proud of. When you vote in my closest family, the people I love more than life itself, are okay with making a sex offender, who I consider a rapist, making him our top leader. You're telling the world it's okay. McDonald's won't even hire a sex offender. And you put him in charge of our country. And you voted for him. And you knew it's been out for decades. And it's okay to be a Republican. But not for him. If you know what he's done, and you still support him, and he's going around saying the Epstein files, it's just a hoax. I heard about it years ago, and I believe every one of those girls. I believe every one of them. And if you're telling kids, if they come out and they tell what's happening to them, and the President of the United States is calling them a hoax or liars, that's not okay. But you're saying it is. And I think it's actually really good that the main thing that is splitting the Republican Party is the Epstein files. Because if you go around saying they're liars, it's a hoax, kids won't tell. They won't say anything. They'll hide. If you vote for a rapist, and you know he's a rapist, you know he's a sex offender, that's the same damn thing. You're saying it's okay. And let me tell you how bad that hurts. I didn't say anything until I became an adult. I was a really weird kid. And I'm sorry if I ever hurt anybody. What hurt the most is the people that should have protected me didn't protect me. And the country that should have protected those girls when they came out didn't protect them. The law didn't protect them. Now we're stuck with this freaking maniac in the White House who's capable of all kinds of nightmares. It's a nightmare. I'm gonna leave it at that. This country has stooped so low. This is not the country you want your kids to go, oh, look, that's the President of the United States. Are you proud of that? Are you proud you put him in there twice? Are you crazy? People are crazy. It's not okay. It's not okay to rape, molest, or be a sex predator. It's not okay. And you just put one in the highest authority. And shame on you. Shame the fuck on you. I just got some composure, I think. Get over my anger. The Epstein files is not old. It's been around for years. Long time. People have known about it. Long time. They've known about, I mean, I'm hearing thousands of girls that were sex trafficked. I honestly believe it, and I don't know if it's true. So anybody's going to sue me, that's just fine. Go ahead, do it. Melania was probably sex trafficked to him anyway. You cannot take a man like that and give him power. Raping somebody is about having power. And when you know that this person has had this behavior, Donald Trump has been in the public's eye for decades. People know him. They know him. Do not sit there and pretend you know he's a good person, because he hasn't been. He's calling it a hoax. And this is about people who have power and abuse other people because they have it. Now, I'm going to soon try to end this. But just the fact that you voted for him and you put him in power when you had other choices, okay? And you can be a Republican and always vote Republican whenever you want, or Democrat, whatever. This country is what it is, and it's turned to shit. It's hard to tell your kids, hey, look at the lovely sex offender that sits in the White House. And you may not believe it, but I do. And to think you would stoop that low to support him. And if you still support him, people like him who are bullies and authoritarian, and I mean, he's killing people, blowing up boats. He's not the king now. He's the executioner. He's killing people with no due process. If you're for that, you're scum, just like he is. People are being beaten. I don't care if they're illegal immigrants or not. They're being beaten. Families are being hurt. They're people. His wife is an immigrant. His mother was an immigrant. Why do you think they don't deserve the right to live as anybody else? And these billionaires, they're not on your side. They're not on your side. They're out for what you cannot give them enough money. They will never have enough money. And we are just cockroaches. Anybody born poor, middle class, you're just a little cockroach. Okay? They want power. They want control. That's what being a rapist is about. And if you harbor that, if you're cool with that, if you think, I used to read these comments from people, I'm on the outlaw side. Well, go to jail or leave. It's not the immigrants I'm afraid of. It's the people at the top. They're what's killing us. They're what's hurting us. Murder is not okay. Sex trafficking and hiding it is not okay. Being a sex predator is not okay. And you're giving somebody who is nuts power. What is wrong with you? Read any psychological book that's ever been made. It will tell you what the signs are. And with Donald Trump, he's been in the public's eye for what, 3, maybe 4 decades? He's been in the public's eye for a long time. And he's been like this the whole time. Lying, cheating, being crooked. And you knew that. You knew it. And you didn't care. Grab him by the pussy. Come on. You know what he is. And you voted for him anyway. If you know somebody is hurting and molesting children, and you don't take up for them, they're the hoax, they're the liar, they're after money. Okay. They're after money. Sure. If you are okay with what's happened, you're a creep. You're as guilty as the person who is committing the crime of sexually assaulting a child. Because you know about it and you don't tell anybody, and you're listening to this man who says it's a hoax, who says it's a lie. They're all lying. They're all out to get me. No. That many women, his own wife, ex-wife, accused him of rape. This man is what he is. A power-hungry, cruel, hateful, rapist, murderer. So get some balls and get to be a better human, a better person. Next time, I don't care if Republicans win or Democrats win. I'm probably more liberal now than I've ever been just because of what the Republicans have done this time around. Find a Republican that's got some morals, because you cannot look at that man, look at that orange thing in the White House and say it's got morals, because it doesn't. Pick somebody else. You cannot put somebody into power who abuses power, who has been known for decades to abuse power.